Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw for Insider Travel Report, and I'm here in ILTM Con every year as I am. This is the biggest one ever, and it seems like it gets bigger and bigger every year. And I'm here with a gentleman I've interviewed before here, Chris Hartley, who's the CEO of Global Hotel Alliance. And we're going to get an update from Chris about what's going on with Global Hotel Alliance, what it is, after if you've forgotten. I don't know how you could, but we're going to find out all about that more on Insider Travel Report. Chris, first of all, great to see you here as always.
It's great to be back in Cannes. I think it's about my 20th year that I've been
I think
here.
you and I are about 20 years now, maybe a little longer. I didn't go on the very first one, but I've been here for quite some time. Certainly this is the biggest one, right?
It's incredible. I mean, the first day is almost crazy. You're better to come during lunchtime when everyone's left, and then you can get around a bit easier.
This is what it is. I mean, we've got 3 more days of this. We'll see if we all survive here. So anyway, I wanted to, first of all, let's talk about Global Hotel Alliance. You're a group, an alliance of hotels that just keeps getting bigger and bigger, it seems, all the time, right?
We are. I mean, it's been an incredible year of growth. We've added several new brands. Actually, yesterday we announced our 50th brand.
Which one?
We've gone above 50 with Ratana joining. They've actually got 5 different brands. Ratana in the Middle East. They've got 80 hotels. So significant growth for us with them, consolidating our position in that part of the world. And we will hit actually early next year 1,000 hotels. So that's going to be a landmark for us. So yeah, steady growth and a lot of demand for what we do. There's a huge growing group of independent brands that want to remain very much independent, away from the major brands, and do their own thing. And we enable that through our technology, through a shared loyalty platform, and through a collaborative effort really that brings all these very unique individual brands together. Some household names like Kempinski, Pan Pacific, and others.
Minor Hotels Group?
Minor, which is pretty big these days, with 8 or 9 brands like Anantara, Varni, Tivoli, etc. So we've got a really rich choice of brands, from the uber luxuries like the Capellas, winning always the best hotels and best brands in the world, to the broader brands like NH Hotels, for example, from Spain, that give us great coverage and volumes.
Well, and you mentioned the loyalty program, because you developed a really significant loyalty program. Tell us a little bit about that.
So the loyalty program is our core product, really. It started out as a collaborative effort to basically bring individual, smaller loyalty programs onto one platform, because today's customer really looks to have choice. So they enter a loyalty world because they know they can find the hotels they're looking for across a selection of different destinations, different levels within the market. And so we brought all of our nearly 1,000 hotels onto this one loyalty program, GHA Discovery. They can brand those and market those individually, but the core products and currency are the same for everyone. We have a common currency, Discovery Dollars, which is very different to the other point systems. It's a real transparent currency, one Discovery Dollar, one US dollar. So you can use this currency in any of our hotels. And this year, for the first time, we started enabling the use of that currency outside of hotels. So we've got a restaurant group.
I saw that. Yeah, that was interesting. You can now buy your meal with the points, right?
You can buy your meal, and soon you'll be able to use spas in the hotels, even if you're not staying. You can also start earning Discovery Dollars across different partners as well, like Regent Seven Seas Cruises.
Well, we were going to talk about, we actually at this press conference earlier today, they announced this deal where you're working with Regent on this, what did they call it?
Concierge Collection, which sort of pre and post cruise stays in luxury hotels around the world, from London to Singapore to Hong Kong to Tokyo. So wherever your cruise takes you, you get the opportunity to stay in one of our beautiful hotels. You can use the Discovery Dollars you earn booking the cruise to enhance your stay, or get a bigger suite, or whatever it is. So the partnership works really well, because the customers that typically take a cruise are looking for hotel experience as well, as part of their
trip. Pre and post, absolutely, and you have some of the best. That's it.
We do, and if you're leaving from Southampton, for example, you can start in London at the Café Royal. If you're heading to Singapore, you can stay at the Capella in Singapore, for example. So we've got this beautiful choice of hotels among many of the cruise destinations that Regent Seven Seas go to. So it's an exciting addition. We're going to broaden that partner ecosystem even further next year. So we've got credit card relationships. We've got, for example, car rental. We've got retail partners. So we want to make Discovery Dollars a currency that's really easy to use and gives you lots of things you can do with it, because we recognize that people don't travel all year. Some people do, like you and me.
But right, well, but we're professional travelers.
Yeah, exactly. So it's fantastic to see the growth and the demand, and I think it reflects who we are as a group of independent brands. Most of our hotels are owner operated, so the owners are basically buying into this alliance because we're able to deliver business to them at a lower cost of sale. We're really pushing back against the expensive third-party online travel agents, but we very much welcome the travel agency community.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you: is how can travel our viewers, 125,000 travel advisors out there, best work with you and all of them, your members?
Well, the unique thing about GHA Discovery and all of the brands that participate in GHA Discovery is they all welcome the travel advisor community. So anyone that books through a travel advisor is able to earn their Discovery Dollars as they would if they book direct. So we very much incorporate that into our sort of philosophy, that we want to embrace the broader travel advisor community and not restrict our loyalty program to direct bookings, which many of the big brands do. Sure. So that means that we're able to maintain strong relationships with that community. That's why we come, so many of our brands represented here. We've got about 20 brands here.
You wouldn't be here if you weren't interested in it, because half of this audience are travel advisors.
Yeah, and I think those brands that really embrace that community and acknowledge that it play a very important role. For example, our number one market this year is going to be, again, the United States, growing by about 15%. A lot of bookings coming out of the United States are through travel advisors. And so we want to recognize their customers. We want to look after their customers. And we want to make sure that we, as a group, are identifying which markets are going to drive the growth for us, and the US is a great example, the UK, for example, and then in Asia Pacific, where the travel advisor community is growing as well. So ILTM is a great show for that, because you've just got everyone coming from all over the world, and all of our brands are here to work closely with.
And it just
community.
keeps getting bigger every year. So this is the thing. I mean, now I was joking that even the hoteliers can't find a room here. This is the.
I know. Well, I hate to say it, but many of us are staying with our partner Plum Guide, who are luxury homestays. So we're trying to keep it within the family, but difficult to find a room at a reasonable price in this town at this time of year.
It used to be heresy for a hotelier to get an Airbnb in Cannes, but now you kind of have to, right?
Exactly. But at least we have a partner that can help us out.
You're in better shape there. That's fantastic. I like this. Now, anything else you want our viewers to know about Global Hotel Alliance?
Well, we're going to continue to grow. Our program is going to expand. We're 34 million members now. We're going to, as I said, we'll hit 1,000 hotels early next year. We're going to be making some big announcements as well early in 2026 about expansion into the new markets like Japan. So watch this space. Japan's still
more small chains and small hotels and you know, just keeping in this place. You all must be everywhere now. You're based in the Middle East, right?
I'm actually based in Dubai. Our team's
That's
based
right.
in Dubai. We've got people working with the group around the world now. So we're expanding our presence, both in terms of supporting our brands, but also we want brands in markets we don't have a big presence. Our most popular country in the world for our travelers for the third year, I think it is in a row, maybe the fourth year in a row, is Japan. Yeah, so we need more choice in that market, for example. So we're going to be announcing next year an expansion into Japan and hopefully some other markets as well. Customer choice is evolving all of the time. We're doing a lot of research on why customers travel, what they're looking for when they travel. And you can see people are traveling longer. They're looking for more personal experience when they're traveling. They're looking to Travel is becoming something that people see as sort of top of life's, things you want to do in life, and they're sort of major moments, especially for the younger generation. Yeah. They see travel as part of who they are, and I think therefore travel demand as we head into 2026 is just going to continue to strengthen. We're very bullish about, especially in the upscale and luxury segment, we're very bullish about leisure travel. We're very bullish about international travel. If you ask travelers today, again, especially younger travelers, most of them see travel as an international experience, not just domestic.
And also a right of theirs. You really have to keep traveling no matter where. And it seems like you think there might be a slight slowdown We heard last night from some of the economist who was speaking that there's not going to be a slowdown necessarily, maybe not as speedy recovery as we've seen the last few years, but it's still going to be very strong, right?
We see it strong. I think you'll see a slowdown in domestic travel. You may see a slowing a little bit in the growth in business travel as companies may be a little more cautious. But I think leisure travelers, there's a whole new generation of leisure travelers, not only in terms of youth, Gen Z, for example, coming through, wanting to travel internationally more. But you've got all these exploding middle classes in countries like India and China and Indonesia and Brazil, all of whom see travel as something that they want to have as part of their lives. So I think if you take a view on international leisure travel in upscale and luxury hotels and you take a 5-year view, I'm very optimistic about continued growth.
Well, and as we've heard here, that's the great story here, that it looks like luxury travel is going to keep on pace and it's going to continue to grow. Now, where can travel advisors go, your websites and places to learn more about Global Hotel Alliance and also GHA Discovery?
Well, GHADiscovery.com has all of our hotels, all of our destinations. Sign up to our loyalty program there. We reward people from the moment they join the loyalty program if they go and try on our hotels, as I said, regardless whether they book through a travel advisor or book direct. Learn more about the Alliance. If you're a brand listening to this and want to know how to be part of the Alliance, globalhotelalliance.com. And we have a beautiful app that you can download as well from the Apple or Android store and start collecting Discovery dollars.
There you go. Well, Chris, it's great to see you here. As always, you're here every year. I'm here every year. 20 years, huh? We got to have a 20-year anniversary, right?
We'll keep coming, and let's hope we make it to 25 and 30.
Absolutely. Well, great again to see you. And so Chris Hartley, Global Hotel Alliance, go check it out. If you don't already know, you should know because there's so many different hotels that are part of the Alliance. I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.